Today, we will talk about the 10 nastiest celebrity divorces. Celebrities frequently take on extravagant roles in their lives, and this is also true in the context of divorce, particularly when the soon-to-be ex-spouses fabricate explosive accusations against one another and feed tabloids with sensationalized rumors. Before we dive into our video, give a thumbs up right away and click the subscribe button to stay updated every time. Let's get started. Number 10. Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner. Following nearly 19 years of marriage, Hollywood actor Kevin Costner and model and handbag designer Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce in May 2023. The former couple's disagreements about everything from child support payments to Baumgartner leaving their Malibu house caused the proceedings to quickly spiral out of control. As per their prenuptial agreement, the designer was eventually compelled to leave the property. Then Costner demanded to be reimbursed for the almost $100,000 worth of legal fees he had to pay when Baumgartner challenged their prenuptial agreement. In September, the ex-couples were able to resolve their child support battle when a judge ordered Costner to pay around $100,000 less than Baumgartner had demanded. They were able to come to a mutually agreeable settlement later that month, which put an official end to their divorce proceedings. Number 9. Sheen and Richards. When Denise Richards filed for divorce in March 2005, while expecting their second daughter, Sheen and Richards' marriage started to fall apart. The couple tried to get back together, but in the end, they decided to get a divorce in 2006. Richards said that Sheen had threatened her life multiple times and that he was in possession of pornographic material with people who seemed to be children. She decided to get a restraining order against him as a result. Following the finalization of their divorce in November 2006, Sheen was required to keep a 300-foot distance from Richards and their daughters. Richards filed a $1.2 million lawsuit against Sheen almost 10 years later, claiming that he had ejected them from their house and had not given them any money support. Number 8. Jess James and Sandra Bullock. As Sandra Bullock's role in the sports drama The Blind Side won her praise and prizes in the early months of 2010, scandalous information regarding her husband, Jess James, came to light. James allegedly had extramarital affairs with other women while he was married to Bullock. Bullock and their kids received a public apology from James for his infidelity, even though he insisted that many of the accusations were untrue. Bullock was so embarrassed by the scandal that she had to postpone many public appearances for unforeseen personal reasons. In April 2010, Bullock filed for divorce from James, claiming that their marriage could not last due to his adultery. In 2 months, the divorce was finalized. Number 7. Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin. Hollywood actors Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger divorced in December 2000, having been married for 7 years. That signaled the end of their marriage and the start of an ugly custody battle over their daughter Ireland that lasted nearly as long. In a legal struggle that cost millions of dollars and had a big impact on both of their careers, the two hauled one another through the courts. The situation reached a breaking point in 2007 when Ireland was called a rude, thoughtless little pig by Baldwin in a voicemail that was made public. The episode garnered a lot of publicity, which heightened the intense public scrutiny surrounding the nasty conflict between the ex-couple. Number 6. Eddie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. Ironically, the scandalous love triangle that brought an end to this high-profile marriage was something out of a Hollywood production. In addition to being married in 1955, Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher were good friends with Elizabeth Taylor and Mike Todd, another well-known couple. Fisher started seeing Taylor shortly after Todd's 1958 plane crash death. In the end, he broke up with Reynolds and their 2 kids and wed Taylor the next year. Widespread media coverage of the affair led to a strong public backlash against Fisher and Taylor. The publicity was so bad that Fisher's TV variety program was canceled. Years after the controversy, Taylor and Reynolds got back together despite the uproar, making light of the incident in their 2001 TV movie, These Old Broads. Number 5. Maria Shriver and Arnold Schwarzenegger. TV journalist Maria Shriver was the wife of action actor and former governor of California Arnold Schwarzenegger for 25 years. However, when Shriver moved out of their shared house in May 2011, their marriage came to an abrupt end. A week later, Shriver disclosed the cause for their abrupt split. She had learned that 14 years prior, Schwarzenegger had fathered a son with their housekeeper. Indeed, a few days had passed since Shriver gave birth to her youngest child with Schwarzenegger. before the birth of this boy. The two's divorce processes were mainly quiet and tension-free, notwithstanding the media frenzy that followed this announcement. The former couple's divorce was finally finalized in 2021, 10 years after Shriver first filed the paperwork. Number 4. Tiger Woods and Nordegren. The renowned golfer Tiger Woods was hurt in an automobile accident in November 2009, not far from his home in Florida. Even though Woods was only slightly hurt in the incident, it set off a chain of events that caused irreversible harm to his marriage. In the ensuing weeks, a number of women came forward to say that Woods had cheated on Ellen Nordegren, his wife, with them. Eventually, the professional golfer acknowledged these accusations, expressed regret to his family in public, and announced an indefinite leave of absence from the game to concentrate on his marriage. In August 2010, their union formally ended in spite of their efforts. In addition to costing Woods multiple endorsement opportunities, the controversy culminated in a roughly $100 million divorce settlement. Number 3. Adam Depp and Amber Heard. Celebrity actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were married for just over a year when Heard filed for divorce, accusing Depp of acting violently. A temporary restraining order was issued against him, but they finally divorced, apparently amicably. Heard did, however, hint in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed that she had been the victim of domestic abuse by Depp. Depp filed a slander lawsuit against Heard as a result, claiming that he was the real victim of domestic abuse throughout their marriage. After Heard countersued Depp, a well-publicized defamation trial was initiated in 2022. Ultimately, a jury found that Heard had slandered Depp and rejected all but one of the allegations made in her countersuit. Number 2. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. After actor Brad Pitt and actress Jennifer Aniston's marriage ended, the power couple in Hollywood, Pitt and Jolie, Angelina Jolie, started dating. In September 2016, Jolie filed for divorce after 12 years of dating, which included 2 years of marriage. Despite being officially singled out in April 2019, the ex-couple has continued to fight bitterly in court over who gets to keep their minor children. Jolie made claims of domestic abuse from Pitt in 2022, including acts of violence against their child, which prompted an FBI investigation in 2016. The selling of Jolie's interests to a Russian billionaire in a French winery that she co-owned with Pitt has further complicated their divorce proceedings. Pitt apparently felt that this action was retaliatory. It seems that you're still there. Perfect, then press the bell icon so you always receive updates on time. Let's continue. Number 1. Prince Charles and Princess Diana. 4 years after they first met, in 1977, this royal couple exchanged vows in an opulent wedding fit for a fairy tale. Their age gap and Charles' revived infatuation with his ex-girlfriend, Camilla Parker Bowles, however, presented problems for their marriage. Diana's illicit encounters added to the pressure in the marriage. Diana and Charles made the decision to part ways in 1992, even though Queen Elizabeth II tried to patch things up between them. 3 years later, Diana opened up about Charles' adultery and her personal difficulties with mental health and a shocking TV appearance. This was the icing on the cake. In 1996, the couple formally separated, but Diana continued to receive support from the public. Sadly, a year later, she was killed in an automobile accident. Focus on encouraging honest communication, where both partners feel heard and understood if you want to prevent a divorce in your relationship. Together, investigate the underlying reasons of any problems, and, if necessary, seek expert advice. Share this video with your loved ones. See you next time. Goodbye.